skydiving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
It takes a while to end. I didn't notice that before. I gotta cut that. I have to edit that. I'm not gonna do too much sharing. Just a couple places. I'm actually just wasting time. I'm gonna go to a in-person noon meeting. Not sure where I'm gonna go though. I think I'm gonna go to Fourth Dimension because I'll start a fight. I'm just in that mood. There's some guy on Facebook just told me about. I was talking to this other guy about Alateen and other stuff. And this guy just jumps on it. Hey, he's a cult, and I was in it for 13 years. And oh, he pissed me off. I'll get over it. Let's see here. Okay, so it was a letter. So as Bill sees it is all I really have today, but this probably is going to be too awfully long. You know, a lot of things on my mind, man. And today I'm trying to stay away from what I would consider work. So this isn't work for me. I do other stuff and, the house, and gotta get stuff ready for other people, things like that. Hey, I gotta talk a little bit till people get here. I'm sorry if I bore you. Things that we do though. It's not gonna. This show does not start off with fucking parades and fireworks. No, I'm just some dude in North Glen, Colorado, running my mouth, trying to help people. Real question, with everything that we go through, the question really is, what are we doing today to make the world a better place? Am I adding to the world and making it better, or am I being selfish and just taking like I used to? And now that I'm getting into a position of, I'm going to call advocacy. Yeah, I'm going to be in the public, and so this is going to matter. It's going to matter. So yeah, this probably won't be too long. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I always like doing that one. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. So let's get to it. And we're going to kind of make this simple. Anonymity was born because, number one, we had to be a secret society in the beginning. If people would have known, look what happens when you try and start something good now. You get name called. You'll get name called. You try and do good in this world. Oh man, the amount of pressure that comes back on you is horrendous, because everybody wants to fucking argue with you. And you got to be careful. Now, when I go and talk to these, like I got a meeting next week with somebody, it is not Dion, the AA member, that's going to meet with them. No, it is Dion, the recovery advocate person who wants recovery equity. And that's what I will go for. And what is recovery equity? Everyone gets the same chance. That means I don't care if you're a millionaire or you're on Skid Row, you're going to the same fucking treatment center. That's recovery equity. That's what I'm working towards. It isn't what kind of insurance do you have. Your insurance should not be based on whether you get help. That is not how we work. That's not how we do it. You know, there's nothing better than one peer who has been through the problem and solved it, working with another one who is trying to solve it. What's the other reason that we needed to remain anonymous? The number of personal appeals that we would have gotten in the beginning. See, it was just Bill and somebody else at that office filling all those demands. Now imagine one day you get to work and you don't have computers. What you have is envelopes, stamps, okay? And you're gonna have to write every single letter. You're gonna have to write it. They didn't have this shit back then. They didn't have little stickers to just put on there. They didn't get pre-printed envelopes. They had to write this shit. One letter is going to take you, a bunch of time. So you have Bill and this one person, the very beginning, with 300 pleas in one day. You're going to be able to get to like 10 of them in that era because they don't have what we have now. They don't have mass email and these types of things. So anonymity was born of the fact that we were just overwhelmed. We were overwhelmed. And that in the beginning, we had to be a secret society because stigma. That's what we call it now, right? But then AA got more popular. And what do alcoholics want more than anything else? To be included. I feel it too. When I'm not included in things that go on in my own recovery community, yeah. At first, it used to hurt my feelings. Okay. So I'm like, I'm part of the recovery community. Just because we don't agree doesn't mean I'm not a part of. Then I found out that God was keeping me away from it. Right? So what happens to an alcoholic without humility and accountability who suddenly has the attention of everyone? I think you could figure it out. AAs of world prominence sometimes say, if I tell the public that I am in Alcoholics Anonymous, then I will bring in many others. Thus, they express the belief that our anonymity tradition is wrong, at least for them. We don't do popularity. Oh, I can bring in a bunch of people and we can fill it. We're not promoters. I promote. I don't promote by AA. No, you got to do it by example. Wait, you think that your recovery is a one size fits all and you're going to get people sober? Such a fallacy. I couldn't even get myself sober. I'm not getting anybody sober, but I am leading them to their own higher power. That's what I do. I walk them to the broad highway. I clear the ground. I'll hold your hand. I even fucking carry you if I can. I will. I'm a little codependent that way, but I'll help. Right? But I ain't gonna take credit for it. Nah. I already got my gift. We get our gifts in advance around here. Yeah, and hey, you were getting your gift before you even do anything. All you did was say, hey, God, I need some help. And you meant it. You meant it. And that's all that happened. Weird. They forget that during their drinking days, prestige and the achievement of worldly ambition were their principal aims. Okay. What do we call them in the program? We call them bleeding deacons. Okay. And I understand this because I did it. Because I did it. All right. So somebody sent me, or they left a message yesterday, and for the last 24 hours, my phone's been transcribing it, but I couldn't get to the voicemail. Okay. I don't want it transcribed. Stop trying to make my life convenient, government. I don't want it. I don't want it. You didn't ask. You got to ask first. Okay. All right. They do not realize that by breaking anonymity, they are unconsciously pursuing the old and perilous illusions once more. Okay. Now, see, I can go and I can talk to these people about this stuff because I know a lot more than AA. No, I speak there. See, I speak with these people and I don't know what they're expecting, but the looks I get are like, shit. Like, oh, fuck. This guy knows more than me. I'm a double-edged sword, man. When it comes to recovery, not only am I recovered and have a really good fucking program, but I'm highly educated. What do you think I'm doing all day? I'm learning. What's going on here? Okay, we need to figure it, because they made it a mess. They did it on purpose, so you can't figure it out. In the beginning, you certainly ain't gonna be able to figure it out because you don't even know your fucking ass from your head. No. They forget that keeping one's anonymity. Oh yeah. They forget that keeping one's anonymity often means the sacrifice of one's desire for power, prestige, and money. Now, if you are making money off of AA and recovery, get the fuck out. Okay. I did not just say that professionals are bad. I did not say that 11/11, by the way, on 10/11/2024. Okay. It's not what I said. Yeah. Okay. I very much support recovered alcoholics going on to be counselors and those. Yeah, absolutely, I do. But they will also understand that if you have clients and don't have sponsees, no. That tells me you don't work a program. That's what it tells me. How can you support multi-pathways if you haven't done it? How do you know? You'll know. You'll be able to see the bullshit in it. Okay? And this is what's happening in our recovery world. This is what happens when we don't utilize the 12 steps. Then people just go do whatever the fuck they want. And that's what I'm going to be talking to this guy about on Wednesday. I said, I'm going to tell him, you gave a bunch of unhealed alcoholics and drug addicts power. Okay? He doesn't know that the questions that I have are things like why have you not done a fentanyl awareness program? Where is it? I don't see it. It's not out there. I even tried. And then, yeah, see? Yeah, he's like, oh, we're going to have a discussion in it. No, he's going to answer some very hard fucking questions for me. My first question is going to be, are you a person that can take action? Are you a person that if I tell you something, we can get it done? Because if not, then this conversation is null and void. I only talk to people that have action in their lives. And it's one of the first questions I ask professionals in this position. Will you take action? Because listening to me is just fine, but anybody will listen. I need people that will take action. All right. Okay? I don't care. And I often say things like, you have to remember, you get paid. I do not. You need to remember that. I will use those things to influence, to advocate. Yes, I will. They are fact. I intentionally don't take money so that I can do what I do. Because the way I do it just doesn't require any money. I follow the traditions. I'm broke. I'm always broke. We're always broke. Even if I have a ton of money in the bank, I am broke. It ain't my money, it's my wife's. Okay? Now she doesn't quite see it that way, but I do. Okay? They do not see that the strivings became general in AA. The course of our whole history would be changed, that we would be sowing the seeds of our own destruction, as a society. Yet I can happily report that while many of us are tempted, and I have been one, few of us in America actually break our anonymity at the public media level. And I agree with that. Yeah, it doesn't happen. Even with all this other stuff going on, because that doesn't happen. And yeah, these people are running around saying, yeah, these people aren't in AA. They're not in recovery, so they can't. They can't speak for AA. They're not in AA. They're not AA members. They will say things like, I have long-term sobriety. I do the next right thing. Just do the next right thing. No, don't do the next right thing. No. Go ask God for direction, for God's sakes. Would you just ask God for direction? Okay? And then you will automatically do the next right thing. You don't need to just if you let me decide what the next right thing is, it will be wrong. That's the problem. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. All right, everybody have a good day. I'll probably be back later. I got energy. And I don't feel like doing shit. I don't. It's one of those days where it's like, I don't feel like doing anything. I don't. I'm not even gonna shave. No. So I'm just trying to take a day off. I need a day off. So all right. Thank you everybody for being